Hello, my little love. Did you have a good day today? I hope something made you smile. Now take a slow breath, relax your shoulders, and let your mind get soft and quiet. It's time for a gentle bedtime story. Long, long ago, before clocks were invented and before anyone counted hours or minutes, there lived a titan named Helios. He was tall and strong, with a kind face that glowed like warm firelight, and his hair shone bright as spun gold. Helios had the most important job in all the world, a job that he took very seriously and did with great love and care every single day without fail. Each morning, Helios would wake in his palace in the Far East, where the sky meets the edge of the world. His palace was made of golden stone that caught the first light of dawn and made it dance across the walls like ripples on water. The windows were tall and open, letting in the cool morning breezes that smelled of dew and fresh beginnings. Helios would dress in robes that shimmered like sunlight on water, all golds and oranges and warm yellows that seemed to move and flow like liquid light. On his head, he would place a crown made of rays of pure light that spread out around his face like the petals of a flower. This crown was special because it never burned or hurt, it only glowed with gentle warmth. After dressing, Helios would walk out to the stables where his 4 horses waited. These were not ordinary horses, oh no. They were magnificent creatures made of living fire. But their fire was the kind that warms you on a cold day, not the kind that burns. Their coats gleamed white-hot like heated metal, and their manes and tails were flames that flickered and danced but never went out. The horses' names were Pyra, Eos, Aethon, and Phlegon, and each one had their own personality. Pyra was the eldest and wisest, always steady and calm. Eos was playful and liked to toss his head and prance. Aethon was gentle and sweet, always nuzzling Helios for affection. And Phlegon was strong and proud, holding his head high as he walked. Helios loved his horses dearly. He would greet each one with a pat on the neck and a kind word. And he would give them special food that sparkled like crushed diamonds and smelled like cinnamon and honey. The horses would eat from his hand, their warm breath feeling like the softest summer breeze against his palm. Then Helios would harness the horses to his chariot. The chariot was made of solid gold that never tarnished or dulled. And it was decorated with precious stones that caught the light and threw rainbows in every direction. The wheels were carved with pictures of all the lands and seas that Helios would travel over during his journey across the sky. When everything was ready, Helios would climb into the chariot, take the reins gently but firmly in his hands, and the horses would begin to move. They would start slowly, walking at first, then trotting, and finally breaking into a gallop that lifted them up into the air. Behind the chariot, attached by invisible threads of light, came the sun itself. A great glowing ball of warmth and brightness that gave life to everything below. As Helios rose into the eastern sky, the world would begin to wake. The darkness of night would slowly fade, changing from deep black to purple to pink to orange to the clear blue of morning. Birds would open their eyes and begin to sing, welcoming the new day. Flowers would turn their faces toward the light, opening their petals like tiny hands reaching for the warmth. And people in their beds would stir and stretch, ready to begin their day. Helios would drive steadily across the sky, following the same path he had followed yesterday and the day before and every day since the beginning of time. He knew this path as well as you know the way from your bed to the kitchen, every curve and dip and rise of it. He could have driven it with his eyes closed, but he never did, because he loved watching the world below. From his high perch in the sky, Helios could see everything. He could see the snow-capped mountains where eagles built their nests in the tallest trees. He could see the forests, thick and green, where deer walked on silent hooves through dappled shade. He could see the rivers winding their way through valleys like silver ribbons laid across green cloth. He could see the oceans, vast and mysterious, their waves rolling and rolling forever toward distant shores. But most of all, Helios loved watching the people. He would see farmers waking early to tend their fields, and he would make sure his light was gentle on their faces. He would see children running outside to play, and he would warm the ground so their bare feet would be comfortable. He would see old people sitting in doorways, and he would give them extra warmth because he knew their bones got cold easily. Helios saw everything that happened under his light. He saw acts of kindness, like neighbors helping each other carry heavy loads or sharing food with those who had little. He saw acts of creativity, like artists painting beautiful pictures or potters shaping clay into useful bowls. He saw acts of love, like mothers holding their babies close or friends laughing together over simple joys. Sometimes, when Helios saw something that made him especially happy, his light would seem to glow a little brighter and warmer, as if he were smiling. And sometimes, when he saw something that made him sad, like someone being unkind or someone crying alone, his light would soften, becoming gentler, as if he were trying to comfort them from far away. As the morning turned to midday, Helios would reach the highest point of his journey, directly overhead. This was when his chariot moved slowest, because Helios wanted to make sure everyone had plenty of light for their midday meal and rest. The sun would hang in the sky like a great golden plate, warming everything evenly, making no place too hot or too cold. Helios would sometimes think about how lucky he was to have this job. Some might think it would be boring, doing the same thing every single day. But Helios never felt that way. To him, each day was different because the world below was always changing. The seasons shifted from spring to summer to autumn to winter. The people grew and changed and learned new things. New babies were born and learned to walk and talk. Children grew into adults and had children of their own. Helios saw it all, and he loved it all, and he felt proud that his light and warmth helped make it all possible. Without him, the world would be dark and cold. Plants wouldn't grow. Animals would have no food. People would have no way to see or stay warm. His job mattered, and that made him happy. As the afternoon wore on, Helios would begin his descent toward the western horizon. The angle of his light would change, becoming more golden and soft. Shadows would grow longer, stretching out like sleepy cats waking from a nap. The air would begin to cool slightly, becoming more comfortable after the warmth of midday. This was Helios's favorite part of the journey. The world seemed to slow down in the late afternoon. People would finish their work and start thinking about going home. Children would play gentler games, their energy running low after a long day. Animals would begin looking for safe places to sleep. Everything felt peaceful and calm. As Helios approached the western edge of the world, the sky would begin to change colors again. But this time, instead of going from dark to light, it would go from light to dark. The blue would deepen and become tinged with gold. Then orange would appear, spreading across the clouds like paint on a canvas. Then pink and purple and deep red would join in, creating a sunset so beautiful that people would stop what they were doing just to watch. Helios took great pride in his sunsets. He would guide his horses carefully, making sure the colors were just right, not too bright or too dark, but perfectly balanced and beautiful. He wanted to give people something lovely to look at as they ended their day, something that would make them feel peaceful and grateful. Finally, as the last sliver of sun dipped below the horizon, Helios would guide his chariot down to his palace in the west. This palace was just as beautiful as his eastern one, but it had a different feeling, quieter and more restful. The horses would slow to a walk, their fiery manes dimming slightly as they grew tired from their long journey. Helios would climb down from his chariot and tend to his horses with great care. He would remove their harnesses gently, speaking soft words of praise and thanks. He would brush their coats until they gleamed, and he would give them water from a special spring that sparkled like stars and food that would restore their strength for tomorrow's journey. After the horses were settled in their stables for the night, Helios would prepare for his own rest. But he didn't sleep in this western palace. Oh no, something magical happened every night that allowed Helios to return to his eastern palace, ready to begin again the next morning. You see, at night, while the moon goddess Selene drove her silver chariot across the sky, Helios would climb into a special golden boat shaped like a giant cup or bowl. This boat would carry him all the way around the world, traveling beneath the earth and sea, taking him back to his eastern palace while he rested. The journey was gentle and quiet, rocking Helios like a baby in a cradle, and he would sleep peacefully the whole way. The boat would float on the river that flowed around the edge of the world, a river that no one had ever fully explored. It was cool and dark and peaceful beneath the earth, and Helios would dream of the day that had just passed and the day that was to come. Sometimes he would dream of the people he had watched, wondering how their stories would unfold. Sometimes he would dream of his beloved horses, prancing through meadows made of clouds. And then, just before dawn, the golden boat would arrive back at the eastern palace. Helios would wake feeling refreshed and ready, eager to begin his journey once more. He would step out of the boat, stretch his arms toward the sky, and feel grateful for another day of doing the work he loved. Day after day, year after year, century after century, Helios made his journey across the sky. He never missed a single day. He never complained or wished he could do something else. He understood that his work was important and that everyone depended on him. The farmers depended on him to help their crops grow. The sailors depended on him to see their way across the ocean. The children depended on him to have light to play in. Everyone needed Helios, and he was happy to be needed. Sometimes, other gods would visit Helios as he drove across the sky. They would fly up on winged sandals or ride on clouds, and they would keep him company for part of his journey. Helios enjoyed these visits because even though he loved his job, it could sometimes feel lonely being so far above everyone else. His sister Selene, who drove the moon at night, understood him best. Sometimes, at dawn or dusk, When their paths crossed, they would wave to each other and call out greetings. Selene would tell Helios about the quiet beauty of the night, the stars and the sleeping world. And Helios would tell Selene about the busy beauty of the day, the growing and working and playing. They both agreed that the world needed both day and night, light and darkness, activity and rest. Helios also had children who sometimes rode with him in his chariot. He would teach them how to hold the reins, how to guide the horses, how to judge the right speed and height for the journey. But he always made sure to explain that this job required great responsibility and care. The sun couldn't be taken too close to the earth or it would make things too hot. It couldn't be taken too far away or everything would become too cold. It had to be just right, every single time. One of the most important lessons Helios taught was about patience and steadiness. You see, he would say, the sun doesn't rush across the sky. It moves at exactly the right pace, giving everyone enough time for their work and play. If we went too fast, the day would be over before anyone was ready. If we went too slow, people would grow tired of waiting for night to come and bring them rest. He also taught about paying attention. Always watch the world below, he would say. Notice if someone needs a little extra warmth or if the plants are thirsty for more light. Our job isn't just to move across the sky. It's to take care of everything the sun touches, to help and nurture and support life in all its forms. The people on Earth loved Helios, even though most of them never met him. They would thank him in the morning when they first felt the warmth of sunshine on their faces. They would thank him at noon when his light helped them see their work clearly. They would thank him at evening when his beautiful sunset painted the sky with colors that took their breath away. Farmers would say prayers to Helios, asking him to shine on their fields and help their crops grow tall and strong. Sailors would thank him for giving them light to navigate by and for warming them when the sea winds blew cold. Artists would praise him for the beautiful light that helped them see colors clearly and create their works of art. And children, especially, loved Helios. They loved how his sunshine made them feel happy and energetic. They loved playing in the warm light, running and jumping and laughing. They loved how the sunshine made flowers bloom and butterflies come out to dance. They loved how it dried puddles so they could draw pictures in the dust with sticks. Sometimes, on very special days, children would look up at the bright sun and wave. Even though they couldn't see Helios clearly because his light was so bright. And Helios, from his chariot high above, would see those little waving hands and feel his heart grow warm with love. He would make sure to send down an extra gentle beam of light, like a hug made of sunshine, just for those sweet children. As time passed and the world changed in many ways, Helios remained constant and steady. Kingdoms rose and fell, mountains eroded into hills, rivers carved new paths through the land. But Helios kept making his journey, day after day, providing the light and warmth that everything needed to live and grow. He never grew tired of his work. He never wished he could stop. Because Helios understood something very important: the most meaningful life is one spent in service to others. By doing his job faithfully and well, by taking care of the world and everyone in it, Helios made a difference every single day. And that gave his life purpose and joy. Even now, though time has passed and the world has changed in countless ways, the sun still rises each morning and sets each evening. Some say it's just a ball of burning gas in space, following the laws of physics. But others remember the old stories and imagine Helios in his golden chariot, driving his 4 fire horses across the sky, watching over us with love and care. Whether you believe in Helios or not, the lesson of his story remains true. There is beauty in doing your work well, in being steady and reliable, in taking care of others, in finding joy in the same task. Day after day, because you know it matters. Helios teaches us that even the most ordinary routine can be sacred when it's done with love and attention and care. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up and see the sunshine streaming through your window, think of Helios beginning his journey. Think of him harnessing his beloved horses and climbing into his golden chariot. Think of him rising into the eastern sky, bringing light to chase away the darkness, bringing warmth to help everything grow. And remember that just like Helios makes his journey faithfully every day, you too have important work to do. Your work might be learning new things at school, or being kind to others, or helping your family, or simply growing a little bit each day. Whatever your work is, do it with the same care and love that Helios shows. Do it steadily, patiently, knowing that it matters. The night has come now, and Helios is riding in his golden boat beneath the earth, resting and dreaming, getting ready for tomorrow. The moon shines in his place, gentle and silver, watching over the sleeping world. And you, my little love, should rest too, knowing that when morning comes, the sun will rise again. Steady and faithful and warm, just as it always has and always will. You did well today, my little love. Now let your eyes grow heavy, and let the night wrap around you like a soft blanket. Sleep well, sweet dreams, and rest deeply.